Yes, YouTube. What is happening? Back with another episode of UK Prison Stories, brought to you by Bolts Bars and a Bit of Bird. I'm your host, Carl Waldred. Been at work all day, Mr. Sun. It's gutting, innit? When you come out, I didn't even think it was that hot. I come out, it's like 25 degrees, man, 30 degrees. It's roasting. Wasting a day in the old warehouse when it's a lovely day like this. That used to bug me much more when I was younger, you know, like I used to, I gotta get in the beer garden, like it'd be like craving the beer garden in when it's nice weather. But I digress. What are we talking about today? Burglary and noncing. See, I put up a couple of videos the other day, reaction videos. I'm sure you watched them. If you didn't, go and check them out. Reacting to the beasts of HMP Strangeways. I think that was the title. That was the name of the show. I think reacting to the beasts of HMP Strangeways. I think. But anyway, it was a documentary about Rule 43. The people that go on protection. Yeah, they go in there. They say, "Oh God, people are after me. Oh, I've done something nasty. I can't go on the normal location, not of normal criminal entity." That's apparently what nonce stands for. Yeah, so they put them down on protection, Rule 43. It's apt when they say put them down, yeah, sending them down, yeah, they're all going down. Yeah, they're not, there's no getting away from it. Yeah, but some of the comments, only a couple, like most of them were in agreements. No, nonsense is wrong. A couple were saying like, well, how can you say that you're an housebreaker, you've done this, you know, you didn't get 5 years for nicking one set of keys, you got 5 years for nicking loads of, no, one set of keys, I got 5 years. Yeah, and I was talking about when that ginger geezer on the first, because there was an episode, there was a reaction 1, reaction 2. So the first one I did, some ginger geezer was talking about how he got 2 years, 4 months for GBH, yeah? The next above it's attempted murder. GBH on a 2-year-old, 23-month-old. And I said 2 years, 4 months. I literally did longer than that on the 5. I did 2.5 on the 5. Yeah. But it's not, I wasn't making it about me. I was just making a comparison saying their crime, they don't get the equal amount of time for the crimes they commit. Yeah. Their time does not equal the crime. Yeah. We've all got our own opinions on that. Sometimes I think, well, if you're that way inclined and you're a judge, why are you going to give 30 years or 20 years, which you should have got, when you could be next time you get nicked? You don't want to get 20, 30 years, so you want to set a precedent. 2 years, yeah. But that's just that is a conspiracy theory. That's what I personally believe. But some of these people, yeah, they were saying burglary is just as bad. If you've traumatized a kid for life, like you've been through the window, you've traumatized a kid for life, all that. And I agree with these people. Scumbag. Burglars are scumbags. I was a scumbag. I was a piece of shit. Yeah, I also believe that burglars, if they get caught in the house, the owner should be allowed to kill them. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite as well as a piece of shit. Yeah, I know how much we wreck lives, but I personally believe that the armed robberies probably broke more hearts than the handful of burglaries I committed in my life. And I'm not trying to downplay it. A handful's a handful. But I'll see a grown man burst into tears and piss his pants when I run up in a gaff and give me all your money. Yeah, I got nicked for it, so I'm not grassing myself up. I went away for it. I got 6 years for it. For 3 of them. Well, got arrested for 6, went away for 3. I reckon I ruined much more lives by doing those. I mean, what would you be more traumatized by? Waking up and seeing your TV gone, or having someone point a gun in your face and demand the money from the safe? Yeah, what one would stop you going out at night? I'm not trying to downplay it, I did both. Ultra piece of shit. But people need to be educated, I think. These people that just want to watch things and hate it and then send a negative comment afterwards. And by the way, I don't mind the comments. Yeah, I know that I'm not only going to get good comments. I know that people are going to think negatively of me and send me bad comments, which I will reply to. I'll try and reply to every single message, good or bad, because I think I take it as banter on even the bad ones. Yeah, it's a message, isn't it? But you know, all energy, all emotion is energy. All emotion is energy, potential energy. Yeah. Like there's different levels of energy, isn't there? Like if you're happy, you're going to be giving off a good vibration. If you're sad and angry and bitter and twisted, you're going to be giving off a low vibration, and you're not going to be as productive. Yeah, so there's different types. So just sit there for 37 minutes and watch something that you don't like, which is making you pull your hair out, and then sending a message afterwards, getting ready to be a bit abusive and have a dig. Get a grip. Stop watching it, put something on that you like the BBC News or ITV News or Channel 4 News or EastEnders or Coronation Street. You're probably one of those sort of people, which is fine. Each to their own, right? But let the news tell you what to be angry about. Don't sit there and watch my stupid show and get angry about it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of minutes you'll never get back. But the point I was actually going to make was, as I have done 10 years in prison, double figures, 10, yeah? Jail is not full for those that say it traumatises children just as much and all that. And by the way, someone said there should be like a crime against children. There's levels against it. There's levels like, as you've never been nicked for it, there's levels for it. There's, you know, if you go in and just take something, you're not going to get as long as if you go in and turn the house upside down because you're disturbing it. You're like, you're prying, you're this, you're that. You're not going to get as long as if you run into the kids' bedroom and take it all out, yeah? You're not going to get as long as if you root around it. The more intrusive you are, the longer you're going to get. So there is levels to it. And if you do mess about in the kids' room or take the kids' stuff or whatever, you're going to get longer. So for that person, there you go. But if it is as traumatizing as nonsense, wronging, the stuff that wrong-uns do, then prison would be full of the victims of burglaries, wouldn't it? Yeah? Because what happens in your childhood shapes you as a man or a woman or whatever. We all know that. I'm not talking conspiracy theories here. The experiences you have as a child will mold who you are as a human being. So, if burglary was as scary as this person said and as traumatic, and it is scary and it is traumatic, but if it was on the scale of abuse, then prison would be full of the survivors of burglaries. Yeah, prison would be Keiko, chock-a-block with geezers that grew up and had their house burgled and have grown up twisted because of it. But that's not the case. The case is jail, prison, is full of geezers that have been abused, and a lot of them won't admit it and ain't gonna walk up to you and go, "Come on, mate, guess what my old man used to do to me." But facts is facts. Yeah, look this up. The geezers and women that have been abused will more than likely grow up, and if they're going to be an abuser, that could turn them into an abuser, but it could also turn them into junkies and alcoholics, which is probably more the case. Yeah, we can all. It doesn't mean I know someone that's right as rain. Yeah, well, the exception of the rule, whatever. We're talking about the majority. The majority of people in prison have been abused in some way. Yeah, in some way, whether it's sexual, physical, mental, emotional. It's all abuse when you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, getting absolutely bullied and harangued, right? So for those uneducated people that just love to watch shit that they're not enjoying and have a little random dig afterwards, I applaud you having a watch and all that. It all goes into my pocket at the end of the day. Not a lot, don't make me rich, I still have to work. But it's all extra at the end of the month, so thank you for that. Thank you for the comments as well, because that helps get, like, the more active it is, the more people see it. So thank you for the comments as well, even though they're negative. But you should educate yourself before you start trying to say, these should be crimes against children, blah, blah, blah. Remember that jail is full of geezers that have been abused. If you sort that problem out, there won't be so many burglaries. Yeah? You see, I wasn't sexually abused. Yeah, I wasn't nonced on. But abuse, like I said, is mental, thingy, blah, blah, blah. So I lived on the street for a long time. I lived in a cardboard box on my old girl's fucking front doorstep. Yeah, on and off. While she used to come and go while I was a kid. Yeah, while my sisters and all that were in the house, I used to have to just get up and go. It was like I had nowhere else to go as a child. Yeah. I was also got involved in drugs and all that. Yeah. So one thing leads to another, then it leads to prison. Yeah, trust me, if you have a happy childhood, you're not going out committing burglaries and going away. That's a fact. I know all the people that have never had anything bad happen to them ever, and just want to hate for no reason. They're like neighbours that have seen me about, and like people that have seen me in Harlow. Oh, Harlow's full of burglars, man. You just don't know it. And how many nonces are in Harlow that you don't know? How many of the people that are judging me are actually a nonce? Yeah, because they're everywhere. There's literally like every other person is one. Like, so maybe if you dealt with a big issue, dealt with that, then there wouldn't be so much other crime, because the shit that happens to you as a child molds you as an adult. So if you're not dealing with your trauma as an adult, you're gonna turn twisted. So for those that hate, I love you anyway. For those that watch and hate, I double love you. For those that watch and hate and message and hate, I triple love you, because that's taking a lot of your effort, a lot of your potential energy which could be going on writing, working out, taking your kids to the park and having fun. You're spending it being bitter and talking about things you actually know nothing about. So I hope I've educated you a little bit. Probably not. You'll just hate anyway. Haters hate, and everyone else moves on, don't they? But haters just stand where they are hating. Good for you. Anyway, I'm outside Marks and Spencer in Epping. I've got to go and get dinner. I'm starving. If you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe, and we'll chat again. Adios. See ya. I said fucking